Streaming. We're on YouTube. We're gonna go straight over to Twitch. Hello, Twitch. All right.
Oh,
And I think we are live in those places. Let me just check the audio real quick.
oh yeah,
I
that stuff.
I hear audio on there. Somebody say something.
Bing,
Something.
bing, bang, boom.
Can you
Okay,
hear me
I
now?
heard it. I heard it on the stream.
Okay.
I was just waiting for it to pop into the stream. It's like a second delay. Okay, cool. Well, then let's do it. Where's my Audacity? Put a note here.
Oh, damn it.
What happened?
Oh, I was gonna dive. Never mind.
Oh, crap. I accidentally hit stop record, so I'm going to be like a second delay. Would you guys mind clapping again here in a second? Opening
You
up
bitch.
It's because I tried to type and I hit the command for stop instead. So stupid.
Okay,
All
time
right.
that is. I'm there again.
Let's do the clippy clappies at 20 and 25. Coming up, 20 and 25.
Phenomena.
And
Do.
all right. Thank you for obliging by my idiocracy. Claps number 2. Okay.
Oh, hey DJ, we see you. I see you.
What up? Thanks for popping in. I'm sorry we weren't ready, but we are now. We're going to start the show here. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Infendo Radio, episode number 771. 2? Hold on, I know this. 772. Thanks for joining. We're here live with no, 771. God damn it. What am I doing
I
with my
got you.
life here?
I did
don't
that
even
on
know.
purpose, not because I fucked up.
Actually, you know what? I think it is 2, but regardless, I'm here with Justin.
It is
772.
Yeah. You fucked me up, man. I'm
You
here with
doubted
Brandon
me. I
and
was
Justin.
telling the truth. I knew for sure.
I thought we were playing 2 truths and a lie, but we're not. We're playing Nintendo's later on in the show. We'll do that, so
Cool.
look forward to that.
Maybe I'll
But
win
right
this
now, we're going to be talking about the news. There's some news this week, not like, I guess, big news necessarily, but we'll take it from the top because today Nintendo gave us some knowledge of Drag and Drive. Looks like that's going to be hitting on the 14th of August. Looks like it's going to be $20, according to Justin, right? You said you saw that there was an update on the IGN article, so that's good to know.
Yeah. Yeah. $20 sounds reasonable. That's the reason I didn't try ARMS is because it was a full price game that I wasn't sure I'd like. But for $20, I'll give it a shot. I paid $10 for Welcome Tour. I can't exactly scoff at $20 for an actual game.
Yeah,
I like the premise. I don't like the art style. I think if it was a bit
or
more
lack thereof
pleasing on the eyes and looked less like they just threw it in an Unreal Engine, I might be on board. But
yeah, it is a weird aesthetic.
It's no aesthetic.
It's
like robots in wheelchairs throwing basketballs.
Sure. I want to try it just to use the like mouse controls because I haven't had a game.
It's very Matrixy.
That yet.
Not Matrix. Tron. That's the sci-fi look I was thinking of.
Yeah, I would give it a
I just
3
want
out of 5.
I think that'd be the perfect camera game for you guys on the chat. Everybody like
Sure. Yeah, it looks interesting at the very least. I'm for $20 I'll get it. Even if I play it only like 5-10 hours or whatever, for $20 that's not too bad for me. So are you guys planning on getting it? It sounds like I'm getting mixed feelings from y'all here.
I mean, I paid more money than that for Splatoon 3 and I have barely played it, so if I know friends are going to be playing this game, then I will get it. I'm not a big fan of playing games against strangers.
Yeah,
It's
that's also.
So yeah, it would definitely have to be a game that I knew somebody else was going to play.
I'm just not seeing enough of the charm. That's what's holding me back. If like it's shown later that it's got something funny or goofy or fun, some of the the gameplay's really really good, and I just can't tell it from the what I'm seeing.
Right. DJ in chat is saying that James Jones from RFN was basically saying the same thing. It's like I paid more for less, paid $10 for lunch, today. So it's like, yeah, I get that. But I guess moving on, it looks like we have more MIG cart Nintendo ban news. So I guess it's coming out that people are trying to like buy Switches like from the secondhand market or just like trying eBay or whatever. And turns out they're being banned because these people are trying to offload their banned Switches. So watch out for that. That's scary. Brandon, you are muted. I put a note here so you can.
Yeah, I was trying not to say it out loud, but didn't know how to
getting into
pantomime.
it though, so I had to. Yeah.
Okay, unmute Brandon. Now you may speak.
Okay, I was just saying that it's gonna be on the recording now. Mysteries about I was just saying I just saw the YouTube short where it's like the guy just says it's a picture of him holding the MIG cart, like in there he's like Nintendo didn't think to block this, and like they still have YouTube videos telling you to put MIG carts in your system. No, don't.
I'm sure. Like you guys said, I got advertisements for like the MIG cart for when the Switch 2 was starting to come out. So they were like advertising it as ready to go for Switch 2. And Nintendo's like, yeah, sure is. Try it.
Go for it. You said bitch.
That's
a bummer.
It definitely is. I have sympathy for the people in the secondhand market that may be getting, shystered. I have much less sympathy for people that are trying to put like, an R4 cart basically in a brand new console and expecting like nothing to happen. That just seems silly. Like what exactly are we doing here?
Wait a bit. You don't have to hack it right away.
Yeah, exactly.
My general rule is I don't hack a system until it is officially discontinued. Like sure. The 3DS, when they shut down the eShop, I'm like, well, now's the time. Same thing with the Wii U. I haven't actually hacked my Wii U yet, but I didn't even consider doing it until after they shut down the eShop and all online support for it. So
yeah, sure. Yep, definitely. All right, well, moving into other news, more Switch 2 news, believe it or not. The Switch 2 has already overtaken the combined lifetime sales of the entire Xbox Series family in Japan.
In Japan.
I was flabbergasted until you got to in Japan. And I was like, oh, that's right. They don't buy Xboxes in Japan.
Microsoft tried very hard to get a foothold there. And
yeah, it's kind of funny, but I don't know. I like my Xbox. It's just it's not a surprise that it doesn't sell well in Japan, I suppose. But yeah, no, I guess beyond that though, yeah, it's just kicking ass, like selling well everywhere. It's seemingly. The more surprising thing to me though is that it's selling so well and like people are still seeing them like in stock at times. It's not like impossible to get from the sounds of it. So the scalpers.
Yeah, I know there was a
scalp.
Yeah, I was gonna say I know there was the big thing like the day after they came out where everybody's like, oh, I'm at Best Buy and they still have a shelf full of them. The system's a failure. It's like, no, that just for once they got ahead of the inevitable stock shortages and
kept up with demand.
Like I mean, look, my guess is they probably are, instead of, because we've been hearing about these things being like almost done or in production or whatever for a long time. My guess is they're just stockpiling them and they're like, okay, this is going to last the whole first year or the whole first quarter. And we're just not going to manufacture any until we know for sure that they're actually leaving shelves.
Mm. And rumor has it they are, so they're probably going to start making more. Yeah, that's I don't see an end to the Switch 2 selling necessarily in sight, judging just based off of my small circle of friends are all kind of still buzzing about it, you know. So I know that there's
Yeah.
like 5 to 6 of them that are still trying to get one or like asking mom for one for Christmas type of thing, even though they're like 38-year-old human beings. Um, but regardless, yeah, Switch 2 seems to be just like doing really well. Now I just want to see some more Switch 2 games personally, but I guess we'll talk about that
We'll get to that.
here later on. Brandon, I think you added this one
Yeah,
to
yeah.
the list. What's going on here with Microsoft?
Going from Switch, due to Switch completely eclipsing the entire lifetime sales of all Xbox Series family in Japan, Microsoft is rumored to be planning another round of layoffs for Xbox. Uh, Bad news for people. No, it's not related at all. It's just funny that it came first. But yeah, no, Microsoft, the words coming through the pipeline have a rumor that they're going to be doing even more layoffs, which is kind of a bummer for all of the things they consumed over the last few
Yeah,
years. Uh,
it really just feels like they're binging and purging at this point because like last thing we knew they bought up like some of the biggest developers in the
Activision.
industry and now they're like, oh well, now we need to get rid of everything.
Yeah, it sucks too for like a I think like $1 trillion company if I last checked, right? So like you can't just give these people
And,
the jobs. I
and,
don't know.
as,
I
and
don't
a side
understand
note,
business.
they just announced like an Xbox Meta Quest. It's like,
I saw that. Yeah, like an Xbox branded. Yeah, like it's basically the series, the 3S, right?
yeah, with a
Huh.
Xbox controller included.
And I mean
Uh,
that makes sense. They have Game Pass, like a Game Pass app on the Quest store, so
Yeah, that's it's
but
it's
yeah,
it's wild.
it,
it's always made me that to what Brandon was saying earlier. Like it's always amazed me that companies like and Disney does the same thing. Like their theme parks might be making trillions of dollars, but they've got a bunch of movies that bombed. So rather than like
aw, sorry, dude.
taking the money from the parks and putting it into the movies and being like, okay, these movies didn't do well, but we're gonna offset it. They're just like, nope, these movies bombed, so we're just gonna scrap everything.
Yeah,
Ditch
yeah,
talent.
Yeah.
yeah.
See here, it's yeah, it's
Capitalism.
just the dichotomy of them announcing all these brand new things and then oh, and we don't need as many people either. What are you doing good? Or are you not doing good? What's going on? Uh,
Yeah,
it
exactly.
sucks to hear all the people who are very talented lose jobs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
DJ.
Yeah, I was gonna say we just saw in chat that he's not in the gaming sector necessarily, but he's getting laid off by Microsoft. It sounds like so. Yeah, it sucks. It definitely sucks. I don't. There's no other words for it. I don't think other than it sucks. So. But the impossible pivot, I guess. Let's move into the games we've been playing. What the hell have you been playing, Brandon? I feel like you haven't talked first in a while. Let's let you do
Well, I
that.
mean, like naturally, Mario Kart World. I'm still playing the heck out of that. Currently trying to get the gold on all the knockout tour, which is much more time consuming than the regular Grand Prix.
Now is
And
that the
that's
that's the single player, right? Like
yeah,
not
that's the
okay.
single player that
I've only played Knockout Tour
and
online.
I did go online and find I suck. I got the best rank I got at any point was third place, and every other time it was 10th place or lower. So not a great first run on it. I'm starting to think somebody knows some meta I don't.
Sure.
But yeah, I've been playing a little that, but also more Deltarune. I finished chapter 3, moving into chapter 4. Just to further elaborate, another key part of Deltarune is you don't kill the enemies. You're trying to recruit the enemies or wear them out. You don't kill them. You're not supposed to kill anyone. And so far, I'm 4 chapters in. I'm pretty sure I haven't killed a single boss or anybody. I've just been saving them, and I'm doing the what do they call that? The philanthropist path.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, it's just I am not pacifist route.
Oh,
Doing
there you go.
pacifist route.
Philanthropist. Hey, either works. You can.
They're both positive sounding things. But yeah, no, I've been playing that quite a bit. I've been doing lawn work. I'm very happy to report that my method to try and get lightning bugs in my yard has worked. Lightning bugs are absolutely all over the place
That's
where I
exciting.
am, which is nice in a city.
How did you manage to do that?
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't know there was a method for that.
I mean, it's basically part of your lawn, leave growing long, and don't clean up leaves in the fall. Don't get
Okay.
rid of them because that's where they lay their eggs.
Okay, well that explains why we always
it's
have
the
them in our
easiest
yard.
thing you ever had to do. It's basically do less. Okay.
Well, I
and so
follow
I
this person on TikTok that she basically said the same thing. She's like, "Listen, guys, the white people told you to clean up your lawns. Just leave the leaves. There's a bunch of good stuff under the leaves, and then it'll grow. And yeah, so it's good."
no, I basically I have basically anarchy in the garden out front, but like very controlled anarchy. Like I only have like flowers. I'm kind of like, okay, I kind of dig how that looks. Kind of like dig that and
We're gonna have
pull
to
out
swap
like the
garden
obvious
picks.
weeds and leave like the rest of the natural growing stuff, and it's kind of looks badass, especially right now when I go out front and it right around dusk, it's like covered in lightning bugs. And when I look at all my neighbors' yards, they're nowhere near where mine's at. It's
Nice. You've
I've got
propagated them.
I got yeah. I'm helping save the lightning bugs.
That's good. We'll take it. I didn't know that they were in need, but now that I do, we don't get those here in New Mexico. We get just
No, they
I was
don't
gonna say I don't know if you're even familiar with the world of lightning bugs.
I've seen them in movies and they
I
look
think
amazing.
I think
It's a
they're
July bug.
probably like a moist climate bug.
No,
Sure.
they're just an open field bug.
Mm,
It's like just they prefer dark areas. They and yeah, I'm surprised you don't have a ton of them, Justin. You should have primo lightning bug area right
We
now.
do.
Yeah, you should be kicking butt. I live in like the middle of a city, so it's just kind of neat to have like this little lightning bug island.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming to Entomology Radio.
hey, I'm into it.
I'm just very happy that it actually worked. It's like a solid year of just okay, don't do this, don't do that.
Sure.
And as soon as lightning bug season's done, I'll start weeding my garden and trying to make it look nice again, I guess. But for now, it's kind of a cool, wild thing going on out there.
Sure. Well, that's good. Is you 3D printing anything fun lately, or what's happening there?
I 3D printed a funnel, uh, that that's basically designed to go into my watering can. So when it rains, I can collect rain to use on the plants. So that's the only real thing I did. I need to
Hmm.
get back to trying to design my sign holder for my flagpole, but due to a lack of protests, just haven't had the wherewithal. Uh,
Sure.
Little Amazon Vine goofiness going on, but not in too much of note.
Well,
Uh,
I've got an Amazon Vine review if
Oh,
you're
jump
done
right
with
in.
your I've been
ooh,
kind of looking
ooh.
around
Oh yeah.
Every time I load up Amazon Vine, first thing I type in is Nintendo. And even before the Switch 2 came out, they had some pretty nifty accessories. So I think I showed off this case last week. That worked out really well. This week I got these gun attachment things
I
for
thought
the
those were way
Joy-Con
cooler
2.
before I realized what they were. Uh, but it's just tell me if they work for anything.
Yeah, I finally have had a reason to boot up two games that I bought long time ago. Uh House of the Dead and what was the other one that we were talking about?
Umbrella Chronicles? No.
No, crap. I'm gonna have
That
to
is a
turn on my
fantastic Wii
Switch.
game, though.
I love
Dark
that
Side
game. That is
Chronicles.
so good. That's
That is by far my favorite. It's like you get to play through like seven Resident Evil games
isn't there
as like a
two
rail
of those
shooter.
games, or is there only one? Am I crazy?
Mm. There's two. There's one. The first one, I think it's Umbrella Chronicles, and then Dark Side Chronicles.
For some reason, whenever that came out, I could only call it Umbrella Chronicles because my mouth is dumb.
Oh, I still have to look it up, but I know why I can't find the game
Is
because
it
there was
Time
one.
Crisis?
No, there's I thought that I owned two like anyway. They're pretty, they work pretty well. I mean, so and this has been a common criticism of the Switch motion controls is because there is no like IR receiver like there was on the Wii.
Hmm.
Or the motion tracking isn't that great. So pretty much the way I was playing it is shoot all the zombies on screen, reload, reset pointer. Shoot all the zombies on screen, reload,
Oh,
reset
jeez.
pointer. Because
You have to
every
reset the
time,
pointer that much?
yeah, because
Uh,
it's gyro based, not yeah. So
this
I
is
don't
what
know if
made
you
me
played.
sad. This is
Yeah.
what made me sad. I can't believe we still haven't got anything that could do this yet.
Well, and what gets me about that on the Switch is the Switch had an IR on one of the Joy-Con. Why
Yeah, I
didn't
Yeah,
they
thought that
I
that's
just
what
always
that was going
thought
to
the
be
whole
used
point of
for.
that was
Yeah.
going
yeah.
to be used for light gun, but
Yeah. But
it
no, that was and that's why light
one two
gun and
switch
shooter.
Toy-Con garage. That's it. That's all you get. Labo. Uh,
Yeah, that was one of the nice things about the Wii was not only did it have the motion sensor, but it also had the IR sensor, so it could combine the two for much more accurate, light gun stuff. But
I don't know.
anyway, so I did play a little bit of that. I've gotten back into Animal Crossing mostly well, partially because I took a new profile picture. You can find it on my Blue Sky.
Mhm.
And because one of my friends has been playing it again, pardon me. So now I've been going around my island and picking up weeds and all that stuff. So I'm getting sucked into that again. Other
I
than
don't
that, it's been
remember
a
the
lot.
last time I booted that up. Honestly, I bet you my island is
I'm
full of fucking
afraid to. It's
cockroaches.
that it's the Animal Crossing like guilt.
Yeah.
It's like I left them all to die. Uh,
Yeah,
Um,
exactly.
Yeah, no, I find I can get. I don't know what the old Animal Crossings were like, but at least with New Leaf, they're just like, hey, you've been gone for a while, and somebody might have moved out. On New Horizons, I haven't even found that anyone will move out if you haven't checked in on it. Like they always come to you and ask whether they should move out first. So I have all the same villagers I had like a year ago.
Does it still work if you like smack their heads with the shovel? Is that still a thing?
I'm think you can still do that. I don't
I
know.
I mean, you can literally evict people now. It's
Yeah.
get the hell out of here. I want it all Cat Island.
Basically villager abuse has been
It,
convenienced out.
yes, yes, we know you
even
only want
even
this type
Resetti
of
had to get a
villager in your
new
town.
even Resetti had to get a new job.
Yeah,
He
Reset, he
can't
can't even yell at us anymore. He's not allowed. Uh,
Other than that, it's just been kind of playing and downloading random stuff that I'm like, oh, I should put this on my system. Hey, I haven't played this in a long time. So there was a little bit of updating my city and city skylines. Played a couple of levels in Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge because I keep forgetting how great that game is. Um, I downloaded and made a little bit more progress in Arzette, the Jewel of Faramore, the
Oh,
Zelda CDI inspired game. Uh, and I downloaded and booted up Minecraft just to see if that was enhanced for the Switch 2. It is not. Um, it performs a little bit better. It loads a little bit faster, but for the most part, it's still Minecraft on the Switch. So
is there like a
still waiting
list
for.
of all the games that have been updated? There's got to be, right?
I don't know if there's an official one. Nintendo has an official one of their published titles. Um, I
I should still pop in Bayonetta 3 and just see what that looks. Oh, Bayonetta
yeah
2.
yeah
Bayonetta 2
I'm
would be
waiting.
much more fun
I'm
playthrough.
waiting for The Witcher 3 to get an upgrade. It hasn't. It does run and look better on the Switch 2, but it hasn't been officially upgraded. Um, I'm trying to think. No Man's Sky was upgraded to a Switch 2 version and looks phenomenal. Hogwarts Legacy apparently was also another free upgrade to the Switch 2 edition. uh, but yeah, I don't know which other games have done it, but I don't think there are very many.
There's
Uh,
there's a lot of good like performance improvements. That's mostly it.
yeah,
Because
like
it's
it's
not
funny.
4K, but it's like perfect frame rate.
It's funny because like I've heard a lot of people kind of criticize the Switch 2 for not, like it's not it's kind of like going from the PS4 to the PS5. It just feels like an upgrade rather
Yep.
than anything new and exciting. Um, from my experience, and bear in mind this is somebody who also bought two OLED switches. Like if this were just an upgraded Switch, for me, I think it was worth the upgrade. Just the
Yeah.
games that have been enhanced look and play phenomenally, and even the games that have not been enhanced still play better and faster than they did on the Switch. So, like, even if there weren't going to be games specifically for the Switch 2, the Switch performance upgrade was worth it. Like this is basically the Switch Pro we thought was going to come out,
Listen,
four,
I'm just
three,
happy
four
that the
years.
eShop works
Yeah,
and
like
it's
in
fast,
2020 or
honestly.
Oh
something.
my god, yeah, the eShop is like the biggest upgrade.
It really
It's
is. It's great.
fast.
It works now. It's functional. I like it. I used to just do everything from my phone, honestly, and now I don't feel so bad like looking through the eShop on the actual Switch. So, well, what else, Justin? Do you ever get your 3D printer working again, or what's the word there? I'm gonna guess maybe not.
Okay, sorry, I didn't hear your last question.
Yeah, no worries. I was just gonna say. So, what else? Any you get your 3D printer working, or like anything else on your list? What you got going on?
No, 3D printer still needs to be worked on. It's one of those things where um I don't have the time when I'm thinking of it, and when I have the time, I'm not thinking of it.
I know
Sure.
that.
Well, all right. Well, then I guess if that's all right with the both of y'all, I'll take the baton here and we'll talk about the games that I've been playing, which is honestly not much. Been playing Mario Kart World. Fuck, dude, 150 is hard as hell. I know there's a 200 apparently, and I don't know. I just don't know if I'll be able to get all of those ones. It's tough. But did do all of 100, so that's fun. Me and my wife want to play tonight, I think, so that's probably going to be the plan there. But yeah, Mario Kart has just kind of been the main attraction on the Switch, other than finding a bunch of older games that I have virtual game carts for, and being like, oh yeah, let's pop that in. And that's how I found like Mario All Stars. I How many shines do I have? I think I have like 15 shines on Super Mario Sunshine. I
See,
don't know
I
if
refuse to play Super Mario Sunshine without an actual GameCube controller now that they've
mm,
added support for it. So until I
well, I'm
get
using
that
the
all hooked
like
up,
the Nyko or whatever the brand that you turned me on to. I'm using that one, and that seems to work pretty fine. You
but it
don't you have
doesn't
one of
have the
those?
analog triggers.
You're right,
That's the whole
actually.
point.
You're right, actually.
So,
But you
so
know
I'm a bit of
what?
a snob when it comes to that game. It's like if I'm gonna play it, I'm playing it the right way.
But you know what?
Yeah, it's
Honestly,
true.
I
You're
was
supposed to be able to vary the stream.
I was playing it with the Pro controller, too, and the way that they have it set up, it's fine for me because one of them is just the like so you use your two right bumpers, right? So one of them is the stand and spray, so like you can like aim, and then if you push the other one you can run and spray. You can't like vary the like how much water is coming out, so that does suck because there's no analog triggers, but I'm not really missing that personally. Like playing the game, maybe I would if I actually got a GameCube controller, and now you're making me open up fucking Nintendo.com. But
Well, I
yeah.
mean, I don't have one of those GameCube controllers, but I do have a, I think like three of the GameCube controller adapters for
Oh
the
yeah,
Switch
that
dock.
works, right?
So
I
yeah,
And I have a Wavebird.
yeah.
It's a shame
Hmm.
I built mine into like my GameCube shell.
You
That was my
you
dock.
can always buy another one. I've seen them all the time at my local GameStops. They're so cheap.
Oh, that's true. The Mayfair ones are like nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, I have one Mayfair and I think two official Nintendo ones because I got one with the Wii U. I
Yeah,
got one
same
for the Switch, not realizing that it was basically the exact same thing.
thing.
Um,
Yeah.
and I had gotten the Mayflesh one um, for like traveling and putting in my office and all that, so I didn't have to keep carrying the same one around.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
abundance.
Yeah, so that's fun. God, there's so many ways to plug controllers into the Switch now that I'm thinking about it because I also have one of those 8-bit Go
Oh,
things where you can
sorry.
like put. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
speaking of which, I cannot get any of my 8-bit controllers, or I don't think I think I tried even syncing like a Switch, uh, like an actual Switch One controller to my Switch
Hmm,
Two, and I can't get it to recognize any of them.
that's strange. It
So
work. You
you've
might.
gotten your 8-bit to work with the Switch Two?
Yeah, my 8-bit does work, and so does my original Switch Pro controller, because that's how me and my wife typically play with that. But yeah, you might need to update the firmware on the 8-bit Do because I know that they came out with like Switch 2 specific firmwares. Maybe look into that.
That's probably it.
That I'll check that out tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I have one of those, and I haven't tried it yet. I should. One of those like it's basically just like a little USB drive thing that you can plug into the Switch, and then it lets you use your Xbox controllers or your PlayStation 5 controllers. Actually, does it let you do Xbox? I don't know. I know PlayStation controllers work, and like all these other third-party Bluetooth controllers. So I've got so many controllers I can use on the Switch, and I want to go buy another one. Is where I'm trying to get to here.
That's pretty
I
awesome.
have so many Joy-Con that I got for customizing my Switch, and
Mm-hmm.
now I can't you well, I mean I can use them, but the only time I ever use Joy-Con is for, handheld, so I can't
Did you
use them
ever
anymore.
did you see that 3D print that I posted in our Discord? You
I did see that thing.
can 3D print like basically an adapter for your Joy-Con or your old Joy-Cons for to like into your Switch too.
Oh.
Check it out. Then you're
But
really gonna have to fix your
I
printer.
wasn't clear. Do you need to put like a magnet in there or
Yeah,
something?
it looks like the design takes like little. I think they're like little 5 ml magnets or something like that. I can't, but I don't quote me on that.
I have a
But
lot of
yeah,
those.
yeah,
So
like yeah, I have a bunch of those too for like projects. So yeah, and it has like a little slot for it, perfectly made too. So it's brilliant. I need to print it. I haven't done it yet though. Okay, well, what else
I
have
don't
I
want
been?
them that bad.
What else have I been played? Mostly just old shit, honestly. I was in the waiting room for a while at where was I? I don't even know where I was, but I busted out my
Oh,
emulator JS thing, and I've been
yeah.
playing. Side Pocket as my basically like my pooping game. Do you know what Side Pocket
The
is?
NES game?
SNES actually. That's the version
Oh,
I've been playing.
SNES night.
And the SNES version and the Wonder Swan version, because the Wonder Swan version has anime, and I kind of dig that.
That's quite the quite the difference in graphical and
Oh
audio
yeah.
quality there.
You should go look at the just like a screenshots of it. It's like, oh, if you've ever played Side Pocket, this is still Side Pocket, but it's not what you're expecting.
It's
Yeah,
like when they
basically
would make
cool.
Game Boy versions of Super NES games.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's my pooping game, and Kirby's Dream Course is my other one. Basically, two, like one is, I guess they're almost kind of similar, right? One is golf and one
Well,
is pool,
you're
kind of.
knocking balls around
Yeah.
all the time.
But
Like
Kirby's Dream
pooping.
Course it's just one of the best games. It really is. It is so creative. Um,
I've tried to give it a chance multiple times, but I
you know
haven't
what?
found the draw to it.
I think it's mostly the nostalgia goggles for me, but I have so many memories playing multiplayer with like friends and like cousins and everything like that. That yeah, it still has a draw for me. Kirby's Dream Course is great. Side Pocket is too, and that's kind of it. So I've got some Nintendo's ready for you guys. What you guys say? You guys ready for that?
All right.
All right.
Let's see if I can actually get one this time.
Let's see if I can.
I mean, we seem to go back and forth because you crushed me on one of them.
Sure.
Like every so often, when Eugene's like, "This is a really obscure one." Oh yeah, it's that one.
Well, if this is your first time joining the show, listening to Nintendo's, what it is I've got 3 games, and I've got songs from each one of those games, and these guys are going to try and guess what those games are. I don't know how obscure or whatever this is going to be, but these are just games that I've been thinking about. Not necessarily games that I've been playing or anything like that. So I don't know if that's a hint or anything, but let's see if you guys can hear this first go.
Side
Here
Pocket.
we are.
It's happening. Oh, there we go. Smash Brothers?
It is not Smash Brothers.
Oh, wait a minute, Kid Icarus Uprising.
Oh, wow. It is Kid Icarus Uprising.
That's
I did
killer
not
music.
expect-
There's a reason why it says director.
Yeah, I was gonna say clearly there's a Sora influence to both those games.
Yeah. I wasn't sure that anybody was going to get that, but
I
congratulations.
love Kid Icarus Uprising. I think it's painfully underrated and needs to be re-released.
It is a kick-ass
I would
game.
definitely I have it on the 3DS, but since I don't play my 3DS very often, I would definitely get a Switch remaster.
It's just it does kind of suck. The control method does kind of suck, unless you have the only thing that saved me was like that huge adapter to get the nunchuck.
Yeah, that's
thing.
what I had, and playing it on a table.
And
basically.
like that gave you at least a nice gripping area so that you could, and the trigger button worked on it. So
did you ever go replay that game with the 3DS XL, like the extra nub or whatever? Apparently that fixed it.
It did?
Apparently, I haven't gone back and tried it, so maybe I should.
Well, I might have
back
to
maybe next week.
I might have to boot that up because my 3DS
I
is
used
right
to have
over there.
like little kicks of playing the online for it too.
Yeah, right.
Fun.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well,
all right, round 2.
Let's get into the next one here. Nostalgia took us away again. Here we go.
Fatal Fury?
Not Fatal Fury.
Feels like No, this is like N64.
I was gonna say Super NES, but yeah, it could be N64. What?
It's neither of those. It is the Nintendo DS, and here's your next track.
Oh.
No, I can hear it in the brass now.
Is this WarioWare Touched?
Dang!
Oh my god, the
WarioWare's
hours
back.
upon hours I have spent on that particular WarioWare. I should have done better.
I love the WarioWare games. They're so good. They're so quirky.
Come on, do the Ashley song. Come on.
Well, I can't. You already
That's-
won this round, so I got to move on to the
Boo.
next one.
Yeah, if you had played that one, I would have definitely guessed WarioWare.
Ashley.
Well, Justin unfortunately has 0 points. Brandon has 2, but luckily for Justin, he's pointing a gun at me. So this round is worth 1,000,000 points. It's anybody's
Sorry, I'm
round.
fidgeting.
Here we go.
Pikmin 3?
God damn! Even you got the Justin. I don't know what to tell you. this is just
Clear.
not your game today.
Well, to
No.
be fair, they're pretty much 2 of the 3 are games that I've never played. So
I'm even surprised that you got the number of it. Yeah, this is Alp's landing site from Pikmin 3. That's incredible. Well done.
Yeah, I remember.
Well, all right. Well, they're all lightning rounds anymore with you two, apparently. So thank you for that.
Somehow I Rain Man did. I don't know how.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us this week, too, because that kind of takes us to the end of the show. I think it goes without saying, especially this week, get out and fucking get ready to vote. I know New York is doing some voting in some places. Probably already happened by the time this show is out.
We had the Democratic primaries today.
Okay.
I didn't have anybody notable to vote for. So.
Well, still got to do it, I suppose.
Yeah. I just sort of okay, the Dem. All right, I guess this person. These
Sure.
are all names I have know nothing about.
I like to do 30 minutes of research before I go. There's a couple of websites.
I really
I'm
should have
okay,
done
yeah.
that. I thought about it and I did.
I usually do it while I'm waiting in line to vote.
Sure. There's no wait usually when I go because I like to early vote, but yeah, that's
it's
not
pretty
a bad
damn
idea either.
immediate. I kind of hate my voting place. I used to have this nice little fire department to go to, but now I'm in a weird evangelical church.
Are we still live?
I guess so.
Yeah. We never signed off yet, right?
I don't think we closed out the show.
No, we were still talking. Do you want us to talk about the fire station, Justin? Goddamn. It's okay. We're here. We're gonna go. Go vote though, for sure. Go fucking vote. Do all the things. See y'all next week.
And trust the fungus.
Peace out, protest.
My voting station is basically an old abandoned grocery store, so it's fun. It's
That's
creepy-
kind of fun and spooky,
Yeah. Justin,
So
I have a
our
question.
ta-
Are you when
Yes.
you were clicking? Are you using a VPN right now? Because that might be why you're not able to use next. Click on the link.
Nope, my VPN is off.
Okay, just was checking because that was going to be my first troubleshooting thing. I will check afterwards to see if your IP is banned or something.
Did the second link work for you or no?
Nope, both of them said the same thing.
Do you if you wouldn't mind doing me a favor and just sending me your IP address so I can search for it, see if it's on the ban list. Do you know how to look for that? Oh, by the way, bye everybody. See you YouTube.